This is probably the weirdest game I've played so far, at least for the Nintendo Switch. Game Type X is a shooter that was recently released for Nintendo Switch and is published by Mommy's Best Games. In this video I share my impressions of what this is all about. So, I have a question. Where is the game? I promise I can't find it. I don't think I've ever played anything where the game is hidden among lots of messy menus. Apparently it's done with meaning. It's like a game within the game that you have to try and find it. Okay, after finding the game there are a couple of options. Either you choose Original, Parkour Remix or Surprise. In Original mode you play 3 loops followed by a boss. Then it all starts again. In Parkour Remix there are a few other courses. Surprise mode is completely random. You can face challenging enemies from the start and find lots of different power-ups or power downs. As I said, this is a shooter and the aim is to get as high score as possible. Apparently there is a global high score list. If you are good enough you might be able to place yourself there. Let's look at the enemies. But first I wonder, what is the theme of this game? It's really confusing. Flying donuts, cars, spinning cats, footballs. Seriously, I wonder what is going on here. Nothing makes sense, but I guess that's the point. The game has no story, so why does it matter if the enemies follow a certain pattern? Anyway, in the beginning the degree of difficulty is relatively low. You get the chance to get used to the controls and understand enemy formations and movement patterns. The enemy can come from any direction, and if they come from behind or from above you get a warning beforehand. It gets more chaotic as time goes by. There is a lot going on at the same time and I discovered that you have to concentrate. This might be one of the best aspects of the game, that you're forced to keep your focus up to get out of difficult situations. This place is quite complicated. Rotating tombstones combined with flying cats. Not impossible, but requires to find a good spot to stand in. Your main attack is called Slapshot and is effective against weak enemies. Another attack is called Kick Beam and is significantly stronger, but it costs money to use. That's why you have to constantly collect money to stock up on ammunition. It's also possible to stop time by using a skill called Time Pulse, effective if you are in a problematic situation. Okay, so this is Game Type DX. It's a relatively cheap game, costs $6 in Nintendo's eShop. And for that money you get a chaotic shooter that revolves around high scores. In addition, there are a few different achievements to do if you want. It might not be the most fun game I've played, to be honest. It's fun in small doses. You start the game, run a few rounds, then switch off. But it has a good difficulty curve and also a huge cat boss. It's not that hard to eliminate, but it's a nice addition to the game. So what do you think about this game? Does it seem worth the $6? Feel free to comment below and subscribe to my channel. I review new games every week. Have a good day. See ya!